So black bolt and white flare. As I've stated before, I think it's a bit of a reach for this set because it was Gen 5. The fact that reveals are being left until it's Tuesday in Japan, and we've seen like an SAR, and it looks cool, and cards generally have done well. I mean, if you go back like 4 cards back, there's a super expensive one, and then the last two SAR cards, trainer cards, have pretty much held their value, and in the peak they did really well. I mean, 2022, they were good value cards. So it's a strong card, but they've done nothing. There's been no reveals, and they, like I said, they've gone to town on this set with the thick 30 card packs, the Chinese style packs. They've made 4 different variants of boxes, the 2 standard boxes and then the 2 fat pack, thick pack boxes. And prices are tanking already. And this set hasn't come out yet. This was like going on the secondary market around about 17,000, 18,000 yen a box on release morning, pickup or delivery. It's down to 11,000, 12,000 already. And there's still no big releases. Now it could be super crazy. That could be super crazy. There could be some massive cards that just drop from nowhere and the artwork is outstanding. Or this could be Gen 5. Through and through. And it is what it is. And the next big set is in September, which is the Charizard set, which I stated all along. There's been chatter, and I've been saying this for a while. And if you go back and you look at my videos, I've been saying there was like an 8-9 months window. Then there'll be a little bit of a downward trend, and then we'd come back up again when the 30th anniversary was coming on board, which is February. You have the end of the year set, which is December, which is going to be outstanding. I can guarantee you that right now. And then you have February. But before that, there'd be a lull. And I said that 8 months ago. I said that. Go back, have a look. But as usual, most people have joined the hobby either a long time ago and they know more than I do, or they've joined the hobby a while back, and I say a while back is like 7-8 years, and they know that I could be right, I could be wrong, and you have people who've just jumped into the hobby who's like, I know, now is now, and I know what I'm talking about, and there's just no correlation of data. They don't like to look, trust me because I said it. Okay? I've been here like 7-8 years. I'm on the ground in Tokyo. I go to Akihabara like every single day. I see card shops. I go to flea markets. I speak to buyers. I speak to sellers. I speak to just normal families selling stuff from their house. I speak to people who have been collecting for years and years and years. I have 15,000, nearly 16,000 followers on Instagram, about 1 million to 3 million account views a month on our Instagram account. YouTube is new to me. I'm not good at editing, so I do everything one take, no edit. Take it as it is. I just say it as it is. So it might not be easy to digest, or it might not have like beautiful kind of visuals popping up all over the screens, but the information is pretty sound and from the ground. So this set has got one more day in Japan, I reckon, until Wednesday evening. If they don't reveal anything really crazy within the next 24 hours, this set is cooked. But listen to this very carefully. If you go back and you watched loads of people's videos who I used to watch back in the day, and they talked about Steam Siege, and Steam Siege was garbage. It was hot garbage. And it still is hot garbage compared to every set that was around it. But you look at the price of Steam Siege right now. That's expensive hot garbage. So there is no such thing as a bad set with time. And every single time there is an up, and there is a lull, and then there's a down, and then there's a coming up, and then there's a peak again. And I would say we are in a semi-peak with a tiny little trough coming down around about November time, after the September sets come out. And December set comes out, it's going to go back up again. And then anticipation of February's announcements and the 30th anniversary. And then we're going up until April. And then after that, all bets are off. All bets are off after that, in my opinion. But even so, even when those all bets are off, we've seen this cycle. It's only the people who've jumped into the hobby for a year or for 18 months or for 2.5 years that do not understand that there are these peaks and troughs all over the places, the ups and the downs. And you just need to ride it out. And when it goes down, you buy everything. You just buy it. No financial advice, but you just buy it. When it goes down and you see something that went up to 1,000 USD because it was like rare enough to be good enough, and there wasn't like crazy reprints around it. It was just good enough to be that rare, but then it dropped all the way down. And then you go, well, no one wants it, so I don't want it. And then you leave it for another 3 years, and the peak comes back up again. It comes back up again. And it's back up to the 1,000 to 1,200. And then you go, I want it. I want 2 of those. You could have bought 30 of those on the downside. Don't get caught up in FOMO. Buy when the market is going down, in my personal opinion. So anyway, going off on my tangent as I do. So this is the rant from my living room. So I would say this next set, Black Bolt and White Flare, is a stretch. I mean, I'll give it 24 hours. You know, I'm not a mind reader, but 24 hours, unless the reveals are something crazy, I don't see it. And you can look at the Japanese resellers right now. They've lowered their prices from 17,000 yen a box on pre-sale down to 11,000 yen. That's a massive drop. They don't have confidence in this set either. So, unless there's some crazy artwork coming along, I think this could be interesting. So it's going to be hard to get at retail. They've said it in Japan, so it's like pretty much impossible to get at retail. And this could be a cooling off set, which would be really nice, because it could be a cooling off set, which would make it easier to buy newer sets moving forward. And then the really nice Charizard set is coming out in September, and they might not be so stringent, and you might just be able to walk into a toy shop or a department store and buy a loose box on release day without the lottery and all that garbage going on. But that set could be hot, and then it will kick it back up again. So this will be something to watch. Don't trust me. on my winners. Trust me on my losers, because I have so few of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bye from Tokyo.